Hey guys, it's me Shane, and I'm here to give you another Yashahime Princess Half Demon episode review and recap. Today's episode is episode 18, entitled Sesshomaru in Kirinmaru. Full disclosure, I've already had just an interesting morning. So I was kind of looking forward to saying, doing this video and saying, man, I wonder how good this episode is. Without further ado, remember last time the girls were all trapped in the 8 gate trap of Konton, one of the four perils, and they were led there by Totetsu, another of the four perils. And they were able to get out. They were able to use the wind scar ability just from being like, oh, I heard our family can sniff out the energies of demons and they can do this and that. They essentially learned how to do a technique without anybody teaching them. By the way, quick thing that you guys can learn, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. Sneak that in there. So we're now at that point again where Toa is saying, "Where's Kirinmaru? I need to know about the dream butterfly." Konton is like, "Oh, that's what you're looking for," because he's asking what business do they have with Kirinmaru, and he's just all like, "Oh, all mysterious," and like then we're shown Moroha, who is still in that canyon fighting with Totetsu. Um, they're actually having a real. I'm getting ahead of myself, but they actually had a really decent battle between them. Riku, which in Japanese is pronounced it Reek, or sometimes some people call him Rico, but Riku. He notices that the spell is over even before the tags blow off of the trees. They tell Sakachiyo to stay right there while he goes inside. And we are quickly going back to Konton and the twins. He's laughing, saying you don't even have an idea of why you're doing what you're doing or the ramifications of what you're doing or something of that nature. And Toa's main thing is that I need to get this dream butterfly, I need to get her dreams back. And that's really all she cares about, which Konton calls her ignorant, which I'm starting to agree with him. Uh, he summons the thunder and wind lion shikigamis that he did when they first met him. While they're fighting those things, he's making a little circle, a little trigram circle on the ground, and while Moroha's getting the better of Totetsu, he just cares about Kirinmaru not being mad at him. So while he doesn't want to eat his orange rainbow pearl, he does it anyway, even though it's gross, and he ends up spitting out a fireball that just knocks her into the side of this canyon wall, which just ups the danger for her. Meanwhile, the twins they have no problem slaying the wind and thunder lions, and Konton says, you guys have the gold and silver pearls, and you don't even know their origins, and tells them, the seven of them, if they're combined, they make a power that shouldn't exist, and Lady Zero scattered them. He's just lamenting on the fact that both of them have it, which is an interesting way of sneaking in some exposition because pretty sure both of these numbskulls don't even really care about where the pearls come from. I don't even know if they actually care that they have them, if I'm going to be completely honest. Excuse me. Konton then activates the circle that he made on the ground, summoning a big blue ogre. Ogre was kind of weird though. Like it has metal caps on its fingertips and some metal caps right there. It's an ogre, but it just looks weird. And the twins instantly recognize it's a puppet, so we gotta attack the puppeteer or the puppet master. And Toa is swinging in on Konton, who throws up some tags and disappears. Her sister tells her, dodge from above, and his sword is just swinging out of thin air. His disembodied voice is, saying they're still trapped in the 8 gates trap, and Setsuna then tells her, hey, if we can just sniff out the energies, just find that wind scar that you don't know the name of it. Toa then finds it, hits where the energies converge, knocking him out of the whole illusionary thing or whatever it is. And at that point, his ogre transforms to this giant white beast. I can't even describe it. I didn't even bother getting a picture of it, but it turns to this giant white beast that goes to attack Sessuna again. She easily dodges it while he has his sword at Toa's throat. The beast ogre thing comes from behind. Once she dodges, Sessuna does a cyclone burst that not only kills the beast, but it kills Konton by, like, his head is gone. Once the wind is gone, his headless body falls to the ground, which there's no blood. There's no, him screaming going, ah, I didn't, none of, I still don't know how his head came off. Okay. At that point, the illusion is fully broken, and they two are in the canyon. They can hear Moroha fighting with Totetsu, and they both, both of them go in to help her. They surround this guy. They're getting the better of him. So his plan is to run away to Kirinmaru, which he goes in that cloud and runs away. Riku goes to Konton's headless body, where his blue rainbow pearl rolls out. Reaches down, takes it, and goes, nefarious underplot. Okay. They grab Takashio, tell him, come on, we gotta follow him. Moroha doesn't care that they're leaving Rikimaru behind. I don't care that they're leaving Rikimaru behind. And one of the issues is she says, well, where's the guy's head if you beat him? And they're like, oh, it got eaten up. That's the exact words that Toa says, it got eaten up. She's like, well, come on. We get what? And Sassuna's like, do you even really have time to be worried about that? Yes, she does have time to be worried about that. Remember, sold into slavery to a jackass named Jubei? People who aren't explaining everything that's going on? Yeah. She does have to worry about that. She does have time to worry about that. You idiots. You one-track-minded idiots who pretend to care, but apparently you just care about your own machinations. I digress. So, as they're approaching behind Totetsu, they're reaching the same boat that we've seen Kirinmaru live in. And Kirinmaru he uses a ki technique, just shock waves, energy waves. You all have seen the technique. Seen those type of techniques where they make a clear form just kind of radiate from a character. That makes Totetsu's cloud dissipate. He falls to the ground. Kirinmaru's like, you fool, why are you bringing unexpected guests to my home? And he's apologizing. He just tells him, just get the hell out of here. He then knocks the girls off of Takashio, who rolls behind a rock or whatever. And he's like, oh, okay. So they finally meet him face to face. Moroha's like, yeah, I'm going to get your head. And Toa's like, hold on. Hey, I need that dream butterfly. Are you the one controlling it? He says, absolutely nothing. They cut to him saying nothing. Maybe it was for tone. Don't know. But then she asks, hey, I just want Sessuna to get her drinks back. And Moroha's like, well, wait a minute, is there a bounty on him? Asked Takashio. He says, no, there's no bounty on him. And even Sessuna says that, the tree didn't say we would get anything for defeating him. Yes, the thing you would get is him not fighting your dad. She explained that to you. Because obviously this guy doesn't like humans or half demons or quarter demons. He doesn't like anything that has human blood in it. So obviously he's going to try to kill everybody. So instead of you all being selfish jackasses, you can have altruistic needs. At least one of you should. One of you should care about what goes on in the world or the universes or something and think that this guy should be dealt with. But none of you do. You guys are shallow like a kiddie pool. Super shallow. I digress. Moroha then says, I'm not working for free. But then Kirinmaru does, I guess, the badass thing and says, well, if you want to fight me, take my head. Be my guest. As a matter of fact, there was a prophecy that says half demons are going to take my head. My conscience won't, let me rest, and it won't be clear if I don't find out if this is true or false. He just takes his blade out. He's not giving them a choice. And, pardon me, digital pet. And at this point, they're getting their butts handed to him. Like, Moroha's the first one to be knocked down because her swipes aren't working. The Crimson Dragon Wave just doesn't kneel. She's knocked to the ground. Setsuna is blocking. He's making comments like, "Oh, no heart, no skill, no strength." He says no strength to Toa because her ability to absorb demon energies. But all he does is just do like, he's sending out purple blast. And he does like a flick of the wrist and knocks her energy off of her own blade and makes it red hot, and saying she doesn't have enough strength. And the funny thing is, he's just like, man, you guys can't, you guys can't beat me. I have no fear of you. So, regardless of that, you're beings that shouldn't exist. Again, the dude is highly, well, actually, in this point, yeah, racist is being used in the right term. He's highly racist. Hates, like I said, humans, half demons, quarter demons. If you're not 100%, he doesn't care. He hates you. So Sassoon again says, "We'll see if we can find his demon energies." Again, trying to find the wind scar, even though they don't know what the wind scar is. And Toa's like, "No, I can't sense it." He's saying, "You beings like you can't sense my energy." Does the Ki Eye blast, just to knock them on their butts. And I wrote this down. Like I said, I always have notes. It says, "You are lacking of heart, skill, and strength." He said strength to Toa. He had said skill to Moroha, and he said heart to Setsuna when he was fighting them. But he says you're lacking heart, skill, and strength. So Moroha goes, "All right, I'm gonna use my rouge," and just wipe. He's saying, "You guys might not be the half demons that are supposed to take me out, or the prophecy is incorrect." He actually first says the prophecy might be incorrect, but he says you might not be the ones, which made me say, why wasn't this guy just a person for Inuyasha to kill? Inuyasha's a half demon. Inuyasha is with Kagome somewhere in his father's grave, which I always thought they had another way out, but I digress. And Moroha wants to go into Inuyasha mode, and she does, just boop. She ends up getting backhanded. She's still fighting him. She's using Iron Reaver Soul Stealer. I don't know when she learned this technique. She's done it a couple of times, but you know what? If it's a natural inherited thing in that line, I'm okay with that. We finally see blood drawn. He slashes her across the shoulder, does blades of blood. He notes that she's stronger, but she doesn't have skills. She doesn't have enough skills that she beat him. Once she faints, he laughs, blatantly laughs. You can't even hold that form. And when the twins come to kind of guard her, he says, "You have no skills or no spells." And the spells thing is very, I feel like it's very Chinese, because remember, they say these guys all come from the mainland, which in ancient times was China. I'm thinking about the map right now. Yeah, was China. So they're about to get their butts whooped. He does a slash of these purple energy on Setsuna. He's like, "Well, let me show you something." And he just cuts her up. No blood, mind you, but he just cuts her up, and she's down. And Toa is easily, she gets a cut on him. And he's like, "Oh," as expected of his granddaughter. Again, they won't name the great dog demon. And expected of Sesshomaru's daughter. Again, he backshands her. So he's getting ready to just he's grown tired of them. He's ready to end this. Then a sword of lightning, a different sword we've never seen before, just comes down. And in the sky comes our guy Sesshomaru. And Kirinmaru laughs and says, "Oh, so you are a compassionate parent." And Jokin jumps down to refute him, like, "Hey, don't you be questioning that Lord Sesshomaru there, Lord Kirinmaru." And of course, Sesshomaru has love that relationship with just like Jock in silence. They take to the skies, and their battle is amazing. Like, the skies are rumbling. We get the original music, the one that goes with the dun 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 dun. We get that danger music with that. Fantastic. Kirinmaru's breaking the ground. Sesshomaru's like, I don't care about this, and they're swiping and slashing. It's as if the world is just going to end with their battle, which what's prophesized by the great tree. Jocken sees the girls and says, "Wow, you guys gotten bigger." They both looking at each other like, "I don't know who this guy is," because no one bothers to tell anyone anything on some Naruto type stuff. I know, guys. There's other media that does this. I understand that greatly. I get that. I've said this in my video about comparing Naruto and Dragon Ball, but I need to see more than just. I need characters that are smarter. Why wouldn't they just say, "Yeah"? We assume that Jock and Rachel. Who's Jock? He's this little imp thing that carries a little stick. Let's tell you about your dad. No, I understand Sango was helping with the demon hunters, but the few times Moroku had sealed Setsuna's abilities, he never. It's bad writing at this point. I'm sorry. It's 2020. It's not winning Archer. It's not 1999. It's not 2002. It's not 2003. I digress. Their battle was so strong that the shockwave, it knocks Jockin on his butt. Jockin's probably used to being knocked on his butt. It knocks the twins just cold. They're just knocked out cold. And Kirinmaru is like, you know what? Of course, we would wreck everything, a battle between the two of us. Sheaves his blade and says, well, your daughters aren't a threat to me, but I'm still going to have you do the work that I need you to do. And then just whoop, flies off into the sky. Even though I thought his boat was over there, maybe the boat can be transported with him. Who cares? Whoop, he disappears. Sesshomaru lands. Tells Jockin, all right, it's time to go. Jockin loves Jockin so much. He goes, I don't think we should leave them like this. And the crazy thing is, Sesshomaru actually paused for a moment, which they didn't really change his eye line, but I would imagine that he's simultaneously looking at Jockin and looking at his daughters. And for that split second, he says nothing. He says, Jockin. He's like, yeah. He's like, don't say anything. Like he's not saying like shut up. He's just like, don't say anything of it. Jockin's like, of course, all right, fine. He's like, all right, let's go. Sesshomaru does his Sesshomaru thing. Jockin grabs on. Later, since they're on the beach, the waves wake up Moroha. Moroha makes sure the twins are alive. People don't remember what happened, but of course Takashio's annoying self is there. I'm trying my hardest to not curse. His annoying self is there, tells them, Sesshomaru was here, that's your daddy, what's going on, blah, 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 blah. Before that, though, we have Riku, Rikamaru, Ricky Martin, whatever this guy's name is, stupid Bishi pirate kid guy, who's a retainer of the bad guy, is, he saw the whole battle. He's looking at the 3 pearls in his hand. He's saying, I'm not going to give these pearls to anyone, and I will collect all of them. I'm going to interrupt myself and say, if we remember in the flashback episode where it's hard to make the black pearl because it was made out of the tears of Lady Izawi, Inuyasha's mother, I'm going to assume that these 7 pearls are either made from Riku's mother, or they're made with someone's pain and anguish, and the more pain, it probably made it glow even brighter. Who knows? The sadness of Lady Izawi is why hers is black, but who knows how these pearls were made? The gold, the silver, orange, blue, green, red. I think that's all 7. I don't even care enough to count right now. So I'm guessing his machinations is just, at this point, you make me not care, because it's giving me Kagura vibes, which, if he happens to do a greater finesse than Kagura and manages to stay alive, because he seems to have warned the good guys about this whole Kirinmaru issue, I really hope he's not like a bigger threat than the actual threat. I can see Kirinmaru killing this guy off mid-season or something. So our trio of princesses are back at the Tree of Ages. Moroha's kicking the tree, wanting the tree to wake up and tell them something. Setsuna's playing the violin. It seems that the violin playing is I don't want to say coping mechanism, is a way for her to just get out her feelings and just, kind of unwind a bit. And for once, Toa's having the right kind of thoughts. She's asking, what is Sesshomaru trying to do? Pardon me. Because all of them they seem lost right now, which, they did get their butts handed to them. And they're just legitimately wondering, what is Sesshomaru trying to do? And then we are shown inside of the tree is Rin and Setsuna's mother, Rin. That's what the title said. We already knew that. We already knew she was in the tree. If you've been paying attention, we've been paying attention. And that's just where our episode ends. And next episode is going to be Moroha versus Asuna, Bounty Hunter versus Demon Hunter. No one tell Toa, because Toa has a stick up her butt. Who cares at this point? I hope it's a good episode, but I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't even say it would be. I'm giving this episode a 3. It only gets a 3 because of Sesshomaru. Silence! It only gets a 3 because of Sesshomaru and Jockin showing up. And that's me being very generous. Like, I'm gonna be very annoyed this whole dream butterfly thing turns out to be an infinite Tsukiyomi, where it's like, I'll put everybody to sleep and then kill them that way, or I'll pull them into a world of illusion. I don't understand the point of it. I can see Sesshomaru having something to do with the dream butterflies, lying to Kirinmaru saying, hey, Oogie Boogie, this could help you. But actually, he used it to keep Susumu more safe and to help Ren at least dream throughout this 15-year period. She should at least be 40 by now, but to keep her, sustained or something of that matter, maybe even the Tree of Ages has something to do with the butterflies. We keep seeing a tree in the opening with the butterflies. I just hope it's not an infinite Tsukiyomi thing. Hearing about your family's technique and just instinctively doing it is very annoying, as opposed to having Miyoga walk you through it. Or where's the guy, Kontetsu, the guy who helped make the Tetsaiga and Tenseiga. Why is he not there? Where the heck happened to him? Did he die in when they finally caught up with the final chapters? Did he die? I don't remember hearing him dying. Maybe I need to go back and review that. But stuff like that is annoying. The motivations are so shallow, like I said before. And the crazy part is that we get this show, Inuyasha, which the titular character, he has a reason to do what he's doing. Okay, this dude tricked me and the girl I loved into killing each other. Or, well, she died while I was stuck to a tree forever. And now you're messing with the other girl who looks like my ex-lover, but I actually care about her genuinely. And her reason is like, this guy's bad is going to ruin stuff. Moroku has a reason. Sango has a reason. Shippo's reason like, hey, I lost my family, but I'm here to help you guys with your goals. Everyone made sense with what they were doing. This whole thing now, they don't care about saving the world. They don't care about any of this. They barely care about what their lineage is. It's I gotta get money to get away from the slave guy, which this is episode 18, right? That if that whole plot line isn't over by episode, I'll give you 10 episodes. If I'm not over by episode, I'll do better. If it's not over by episode 30, I'm gonna start deducting points for that crap, because this is just getting annoying. Takachiyo's annoying. Don't care how young he is. Don't care how princely he is. He is annoying by far. The only thing I agree with him with is that he was there to tell him what happened, and he said, I didn't do anything wrong. But in other shots that I've seen him, he gets annoying. Cut that crap out. Toa's machinations being like, the sister that I suddenly remember, I need to get her memories back. You gotta have some deeper meaning than that, girl. Please. Like, for one of the few shows that have all 3 main protagonists being female, and for them to be so lackluster is a damn shame. And actually, the best one that I care for is Moroha, but you keep giving her the short end of the stick. You keep making it a joke that, oh man, she just gets close but can't actually get it. She had to kill her teacher, which, why did she put on the Inuyasha rouge? What was that reverse backlash wave bullcrap that you had her do when she accidentally killed her teacher? What happened to that? Why didn't she do that? Why wasn't that an example of her going, all right, I'm gonna reverse his energy back on him? Didn't do it. You guys literally forgot about the thing you had the character do. What is wrong with you? I just expect better. I just want better. It gets 3. I love this guy. It's just a shame that my favorite character from the last show, his daughters get to have the limelight and all of this, and for whatever reason, it's just not hitting. The episodes that are good are the ones that go back in time and give further backstory and build upon this. And the one really, really good episode that I liked was the Moroku episode. But I just don't understand what is going on. I hope it gets better, guys. Thank you for spending your time with me, listening to me rant and rave about this latest episode of Yashahime. Please comment down below. Let me know what you're thinking of all this. Let me know what you think of these characters. Still say Moroha's the best character by far. I will never let you down, Moroha. Please remember to subscribe, hit the notification bell, get notified more videos like this. We do these Yashahime reviews every Saturday. Share the video so others can see the great reviews that you're seeing. And please, as always, wash your hands. Be good, be blessed. Wear a mask. Black Lives Matter. Happy Black History Month. And as always, I will definitely be seeing you next time. Whew. Reverse backlash wave.